Being able to combo up the court easily and effectively is one of the most important things you need to know how to do as a guard. I'm gonna show you some of the best moves that I like to do personally to help me get open 9 out of 10 times when coming up the court, especially whenever you're getting pressed by locks full court. I'm gonna break the moves down step by step, so make sure you watch the video all the way through so you don't miss anything. Now let's get into it. But before we get into that, let me show you what SIGs that I'm using right now. I'm gonna show you SIGs for tall guards and small guards. So for the dribble style, if you're a small guard and you're under 6'4", 85 speed ball, you gotta go with Ja Morant. It's the best in the game. And then for my tall builds, go with Zach LaVine. Onto the 6 size up on my small guard, I'm using Stephen Curry. And then on my tall guard, my 6'8", I'm using Tracy McGrady. It says restricted right now because I'm on my 6'1", but I'm using Tracy McGrady on my 6'8", and then Steph Curry on my small guard. Breakdown combos. Small guards, I switch it up. I go between Devin Booker, Jordan Poole. I'll switch it up depending on how I'm feeling. But for my tall guards, I'm going with Jordan Poole or Stephon Marbury majority of the time, just because these are good for comboing up. With Devin Booker as a 6'8", you're not really gonna, I mean, I personally don't use it that much on my 6'8", but I would rather go with Stephon Marbury and Jordan Poole just so you can combo up better. Onto the escape move. I am not using Kemba Walker on my small guard. Everybody uses Kemba Walker, but Kyrie Irving is by far the cheesiest, easiest escape move on this game to use. It gets me open all the time. Like, this move is crazy, especially if you use screens, but you can also use Kemba Walker. That's good as well. And then for my tall guards, either use Paul George or go with Jimmy Butler. Those are the top 2. Onto the combo moves. Here's another move that you can do up the court when you come up to the court while we're talking about combos, but I don't do it a lot. It's not in my bag, but you can use this move to come up the court. I'm using Pro on all my builds. Onto moving crossover. This is going to be a very important move when it comes to comboing up the court. We're using Lonzo Ball on our small and big guards. Now we're moving on to the behind the back on my small guard. I don't really curry slide a lot, but I have one Stephen Curry behind the back. I don't really know why. I don't do this move a lot at all. But for my taller builds, you have a few different options. I might go with SGA to get the curry slide from my tall guard. I might go with Kobe White. But that's really all I'm using as far as behind the backs from my tall guards. Onto the spin, I don't do this move a lot. You can do this coming up the court, but I don't do my spin a lot. But I'm using Anthony Edwards. Onto the hesitation from my small guard, I've been using Jalen Brunson. But if you have a tall guard, you can go with Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Durant. All these are pretty good. For your step back, this is going to be a very important move when it comes to coming up the court. I'm using Devin Booker. Is by far the best one for big and small guards. And then for triple threat, we're going to go with Kobe Bryant. We're not going to use this in this video for combos, but it's a very good move to have. As you can see, I got the squad here because we're going to use them as dummies here. They're going to play a little bit defense. After I show you the moves, I'm going to put them on the court just so you can see the moves against somebody. The first move we're going to go over is the tween to the snatch back. So it's going to look like this. You're going to come down the court, you're going to tween, and then snatch back. That move right there. And as you can see that move, you see it play out. Imagine you getting bumped by a defender or a defender pressing you, and you come down the court, tween, and then snatch back. That snatch back after those 2 tweens, because you're boom, you're moving quickly. That's how you stop getting bumped, is you want to be moving constantly. If you stand still, you're going to get bumped. You're going to be constantly running one way. You're going to be constantly comboing up different moves, spamming moves back and forth. You don't want to stand still and get bumped. You want to be constantly moving. So that tween is a very important move. And then you add that snatch back, it's just like, it's just perfect when you put them all together. So as you can see in the hand cam, the way you do the tween is very simple. I'm gonna hold down my right trigger. I like to hold my right trigger so I'm not having to press it again whenever I do my snatch back. But some people do it without holding the right trigger, but you can activate it by holding the right trigger. So I'm coming down the court, holding my right trigger, and then I'm gonna flick my right stick directly to the right, and it's gonna go right between his legs, as you see right there. And then I'm just gonna do that twice. So you wanna get that first one down, get the tween down, get the feeling of the movement down, the angle of the movement down, and then you wanna just add another one. So tween. Right there, I messed up. I flicked it too diagonally down because he did behind the back. I'm gonna tween and then tween. Get that down right there. Like, you can, there's so many different moves you can chain off of just these 2 tweens right here. Just tween. Boom. So we get that down. As you can see in the hand cam, I'm holding down the right trigger, and then I'm just flicking my right stick directly to the right and then directly to the left to get 2 tweens back to back. After I get that tween, then I'm gonna do a snatch back. Right there, I slowed it down just so you can see, but I'm gonna be going fast like this, tween, and then snatch. There, I got a little crossover because I didn't flick my right stick directly to the right. I went kind of diagonally up, but as you can see right there, tween, snatch. Okay, I got the AIs on the court, and the AI defense is crazy, but I'm gonna show you. So like, imagine you're on 3's court, on the 5's court, you're coming down, you're tween, and then snatch back. As you can see, I got the AI shaking. If this is a real player, they're going, they're sliding. I'm like, boom, and then I might escape, and then come over here, boom, and then back this way, and then just fade in the corner. The AI's defense is crazy, but you get the gist of it. Imagine you're on the 3's court, come here and practice against the AIs, and it's very simple. You're gonna grab the ball, or come down the court, tween, snatch back, and you see I'm creating separation from the AI right there. Very, very simple, very effective move. All right, this move I think I like a little bit more than the tween snatch back, just because you don't have to do the 2 tweens. Doing 2 tweens kind of throws me off a little bit. I end up doing a crossover or behind the back. But here we're gonna do a tween snatch into an escape. So it's gonna like this. You're gonna come down the court, do your tween. I already showed you how to do that. So you're gonna get your tween down. And then right after the tween, instead of doing another one, we're gonna snatch back. We're gonna tween, snatch back, boom. Now, after you set your defender, so you're setting your defender up. Earlier you were doing tween, snatch back. Your defender's like, okay, he's coming down the court, he's tween, and snatch back. So now you wanna mix it up. Now you wanna come down tween, snatch back, and then escape this way. And then it's gonna, like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a kill. You're gonna get open 9 out of 10 times doing that move. All right, I got my cones on the court, and you know, I've already been setting them up all game with the tween, snatch back. So now I'm a tween, snatch back, and then I'm gonna escape and then run out. The real players aren't gonna be bumpy like these AIs. These AIs are trying too hard. Like they're locked in. I swear I put this on like rookie or something like that, but they're playing like I'm on Hall of Fame. Give me that. Give me the ball. So we get the board. Now we're coming down. We already set them up. We're gonna tween, snatch back, and boom. Oh my, that Kyrie escape is crazy. Kyrie escape is crazy. My tall guards, y'all can still escape. It's not gonna be like Kyrie, like it's not gonna be that move right there, but you still can escape out of it. But with that Kyrie escape, it's a crazy move. Okay, so this next combo is the combo I was doing on accident. I wasn't really trying to do it, but my player was just doing it because I was flicking the right stick in the wrong direction. But it's gonna be your tween, and then you're gonna do Steph Curry moving behind the back, coming up the court. So we're gonna come down the court. So we already got a few different moves in our bags. We got counters, we got a tween, snatch back, we got a tween, snatch, escape. And you just wanna add counters. You don't wanna be predictable. You wanna have a few different moves in your bag. You only really need like 3 combos and you're good to keep the defender off balance. But we're gonna come down, tween, and then hit it behind the back, and then we might snatch back right there, escape, run, fade, run to the rim, whatever it may be. But let me break that move down again for you. So we're gonna, most of these moves I've already showed you. You're gonna tween, I've already showed you that, and you're gonna just behind the back, snatch back. And then you can, even if you don't want to snatch back, you can escape out of it. You can do a momentum. You can do a whole bunch of different moves out of it. Let's show you again. We're gonna tween behind the back, snatch, escape, and then run to this corner. I like to do that combo a lot. It gets me a free 3 majority of the time, especially if I'm using screens. All right, we got the bots on the court. They're playing hard, pressing, tween, hit them with the behind the back, snatch, boom, boom. Yo, bro, these AIs are crazy. If you want to practice on getting open, come play these AIs, because their defense is crazy. It's ridiculous. But that's the third combo. Very, very simple combo, but very good combo for getting separation. So this next combo is a very simple one as well. It's going to be a Lonzo crossover into a snatch back. It's very, very simple. You want to come down the court, flick diagonally up on your right stick to get the Lonzo crossover, and then continue holding down the right trigger, and then flick down on your right stick. It's gonna give you that snatch back right there. If you have on sharp take, majority of the time, this might be an ankle breaker, which is gonna help you get open as well. But a very, very simple move, but it helps to get the defender off of you. So if the defender's pressing you, don't do this whenever he's too close, because if he's too close, then you're gonna throw the ball into him and lose the ball right there. You wanna make sure there's a little bit of separation. Like he's pressing you, say he's like right on the, not on the free throw line right here, but kind of in that area. But come down, hit the crossover, and then snatch back. Might escape, boom, escape this way, and then you just got them set up. When locks press, it kind of sets them up for failure, because you can just do so many different combos that'll set them up and have them twist and turn different ways. Okay, and I showed you the tween behind the back, but this is gonna be the Lonzo cross behind the back. It just gives a different look. So the tween looks like this. So you're gonna tween and then behind the back. Very good move. But you want to give a different look. Just small changes like this, instead of doing a tween and doing a Lonzo cross, will throw your defender off, just because this cross is like a drop cross. So we're gonna go hit Alonzo, boom, and then behind the back, snatch back, escape, snatch, L2 cancel, boom. Oh my, yo, I'm telling you, put these combos together and you're gonna be going crazy. You're gonna be getting open the majority of the time.